Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. Another week down of PvP and we're back at trying to scream for the tickets we want but we don't get. So even though I made it pretty high in the PvP system, I got to be ranked 7 something, 753 maybe. I wasn't top 500. There was a whole stream of it. It was kind of bad, very frustrating, and the same thing happened as last week. I got kicked out of that fairly easily, couldn't find a battle, and just got pushed out of the rank where I could have been, but because of the way the ranking system is, it kind of turned out bad. So, this is another update video of what happened last night, what were my draws, and what I'm going to do now with my tickets, and show you guys a couple of runs before we end it all off. Let's jump in with starting with my polls. Go watch these beautiful polls, guys. Okay, here we go. We're going to poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Ooh. The suspense. Tier 8, sing it in chat for me, guys. Sing it in chat. Tier 8, come on. It's gonna be a good day. Tier 7 and Tier 8s. Oh! Ooh, one down, Destiny. One down. 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 Ooh, two Tier 4s.
Listen, you brainwashing me.
I gotta brainwash my good luck charm. That's a good pull so far. One more Tier 8, guys. One more Tier 8. Look at those shitty Tier 3s. Tier 3 should not be part of silver tickets, by the way. All right.
Is it the same one?
Tier 8.
This one?
No, you gotta say Tier 8 before you pull. No, we can't hear you.
Tier 8!
Tier 8! Go for it! Go for it! Ah, Nani! Here we go, here we go. Tier 8, guys. Tier 8 in the stream. We're gonna get some Tier 8s. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna get some Tier... People spend money on this game, by the way, guys. People spend money to get silver tickets. Yeah.
They're all laughing at you now.
They're all laughing at you. They're all laughing at you. Go ahead, Destiny. You need to get a 7 and an 8 out of this. A 7 and an 8.
This one, right?
I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing.
Cry in the corner.
I'm not gonna look.
You're cooling off.
I'm not gonna look. You can't. No Tier 8s. But we got that Tier 7, baby! We got that Tier 7, baby! That's alright. No Tier 8, but we got a Tier 7. A silver ticket. A whole silver ticket thrown in the garbage. A whole silver ticket into the garbage. So, short story, I got a silver ticket that was all Tier 3s, which basically come from bronze tickets. So I feel like that's a complete waste, and I really hope they do fix that. Very disappointing to see, because I just needed one more Tier 8 fairy to be able to do my first Tier 8, but it looks like I might have to wait another week for a chance, because I could get into top 500, get 2 gold tickets and all that fancy stuff, and not open a Tier 8, especially because the silver tickets have Tier 3s in it. So, what I am going to be doing is upgrading at least one 7-star right now, because my options is a Tier 4 and a Tier 7. So I have enough to make another Tier 7, which is great. I can't complain about that. I got 1 lucky out of all that. Everything else over here has 4, so I'm just waiting for another silver or gold ticket. And then, of course, I got another Tier 4. But my issue with Tier 4 at the moment is the Keyblades for this week's PvP. I have a 7-star medal that does better than another Buzz or a Woody. I could make Woody. That was my plan. The thing is that Woody's an upright speed, and I'm about to make an upright speed out of my Tier 7, so I don't need Woody at the moment. This might change. I'm going to show you guys my Keyblade setup, but for my account personally, I'm going to wait, because there might be some new Prime medals coming out. They've only released like 5 Prime medals, where we got Axel, Key Art 17, we've had Woody and Buzz, and the new King Mickey and Sora medal. So we've had 5 Prime medals from Tier 4. We might see 1 more or a little bit more than that, but I'm thinking 1 more should be coming out. If it doesn't, then they're going to start Prime medals for Tier 5 and then Prime medals for Tier 6, so on and so on. At least that's what I'm predicting. So right now, I don't need anything from here, because besides the Prime medals, the only other one was that Copycat medal. I don't have the Copycat medal, the Pete from Pride Lands. So right now, I'm okay, because all my Tier 7s and my Tier 6s take place for the damage I need. So I'm going to skip on this for now just in case something's coming, or next week's PvP, I actually have to make a Buzz or I have to make a Woody 7-star to fill up some Keyblade slots. For now, I'm okay. So I'm going to skip on that and I'm going to go into tier 7. Now, we know what tier 7s are good. I just released that video. I have a whole tier list of every tiers from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8's going to be coming out tomorrow. And we know what's good. So it's between Scar, Diz, and King Triton. Obviously, Genie's there later on once I finish those 3. So Diz is going to be my next choice because this week's PvP, I need an upright speed for my Olympia setup. I did a bunch of Olympia setups. I already did like 6 rounds of it. And what I found is that if I have an upright speed medal on the end of my Olympia, it's going to turn out a lot better than what I had already initially set up. So let's make the Illustrated Diz into a 7-star. I'm going to show you guys my setup and we're going to jump into a couple battles. So there you go. Diz, an incredibly heavy attacking medal. I have no other medals with extra attack on it, so obviously I went for this choice here. I already did Hercules with extra attack, so that's an upright power. Now I have an upright speed. So I'm going to dress this guy up with a bunch of experience medals because they take a lot of experience medals. So far, if you guys want to know, this is my 3 tier 7. So ever since PvP's been out, this is only the amount I've been able to get from all those weeks, because RNG, not only do you have to be in top 3,000 to get the proper tickets, you also need a ton of RNG to get the right tickets, 5 of each, to be able to do anything. So I did get lucky enough to be in PvP and get 3 chances at 7-star, and that's my choices so far. I have no magic and I just noticed that, so I better start making some magic medals after this. So we got Diz here. Diz needs to be upgraded to 1 out of 120. I'm just making sure these guys are. Maybe I forgot, and I'll be right back after I clean them up. Alright, Diz is all cleaned up. Let's go check out my PvP stats. And basically, I made him 100 out of 20 for that 12,000 strength. Guys, that's huge. The multiplier is a great jump to see, but when you have that much strength, think about when people get traits. You want to see plus 1,000s. I just basically got an extra 4 plus 1,000 traits on this medal for making it 7-star. You got to think about it that way. Look at the strength. Strength is so important. So let's go to PvP. Let's make a setup and let's just see if I can jump back into top 500. I believe I was top 500, but I got kicked out because I don't make a defensive setup. Usually I just switch like a Keyblade around or something, or sometimes I don't even bother because in the beginning of the week, your struggles kind of go to waste. No matter what happens, you usually get pulled out from one guy to another guy, and then someone gets lucky and pulls you into deeper into the abyss, and then it's hard to come back. It's not hard to come back, so that's why I don't really care. It was right there. Okay, so my setup here, sadly my Goofy that I just made is being is sitting out because he's only got attack boost 3 max. So remember, if you make 7-star medals, make sure you have the skills to go along with it. Last week this was good enough to get me into a higher place. This week I now have this instead. So I've got an extra attack Key Art Sky here with AB 5 max on it. That's my issue right now, is that these medals only have like 3 maxes and stuff like that. But this Hercules also has extra attack. If Diz had extra attack, I'd be pretty killing it right now. Reason for this guy right here, you might be going, well, that's not a speed slot. He has defense boost 4, and my only other defense boost 4 is being occupied over here because my Shion only has defense boost 2 max. I forgot to buy some avatar boards. Yes, I screwed up. My fault. Or these guys would have AB 6 maxes on them. So I just gotta wait till 7 maxes come out anyways. So that's totally fine. But the obvious thing I'm doing here, 1 Keyblade to rule them all. If this can make me the top score of beating people in the first round. Second round, I'm hoping that Sykes here kicks off. If I start seeing that a lot of opponents have poison resist, then I'll start putting more poison on here and more sleep instead of focusing on a Keyblade that does damage. So this is kind of my, let me get rid of Esuna and then do some damage just in case someone has a bad second setup, because I'm guaranteeing that my first setup will win. I'm not saying that my setup's better than everyone else's, I'm just making my setup as good as possible. And obviously my third setup is another good setup, as good as I can get. And right here we have 7-star copying my Warrior of Light, 7-star, 6-star copying Warrior of Light, and a 7-star Axle for damage. Obviously this is where my defense boost 3 max is, and here to paralyze the opponent so I can skip a couple of turns. So that's the game plan. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to find out. Hopefully we can just do pure raw damage. If not, I focus on the poison and the paralysis. But let's see what happens. So let's jump into our first match. Everything's set up. This will be the first time testing this. So we'll go for place 641, even though he's got an average of 212. Chibi, let's see if you ruin me. I should probably go find a cheaper opponent. If you guys don't know, you can exit that window, go back in, and it'll change your 3 opponents. But let's see what I can do against Millionaire Moneynaire. That's a cute little title. Let's see what happens. So even though he's not a proper slot, like you guys can see, I still dished out 1,460,000 damage with Kyrie. So here's the extra attacks going on. 2 million per hit on the on the single attack, and the extra attack 843. So no defense boost 4 or 5, which is actually a bad thing to run, guys. You should always have a defense boost 4 or 5 along with your 3 max. If not, this is usually what happens, because this would be cut down all the way to probably like 35 million, depending on which one you're using. So this setup looks great so far. 46,170,000 without defense boost 4 or 5 on the opponent. So that means anyone who doesn't run that, they're going to be having a really hard time to keep up with my damage. But if someone doesn't run defense boost 4 or 5, that means their metal has an attack boost skill on it. But it doesn't equal how much damage you can take away from the opponent. Don't worry about the... Oh, look at that. Look at that Sykes. 3 million, 5 million, 3 million. You see that? 1 tier 8 7-star. Look at that, guys. 31 million he got because of that Sykes. Well, he didn't get all that from, but like that Sykes basically took care of him there. So right here, guys, you're probably going to say to yourself, well, if he paralyzes you or puts you to sleep, you're going to miss out on your buff. I'm not really counting on my second metal to take care of me, my second Keyblade to take care of me. This setup kind of puts me in a position where turn 1 I'll win while defending, and turn 2 I might win if I defend properly. So that's why I leave the Kyrie or the Xion where they are, just because I don't really care about the setup. The setup is just here for that poison. So I'm going to come into this round, obviously going to be paralyzed, missing my buffy metal like I just said, but this is all I want to accomplish. This Keyblade can be completely naked and only have that Sykes there. As long as that poison connects, that's all that matters to me. The rest, I'm not competing for damage. So, there you go, defense boost 3 max. And now that I say that, I probably can just take away the defense boost 4 and go put it beside that Goofy and Donald. But the Goofy and Donald does some pretty decent damage. So here's where it matters. One issue with this Keyblade setup at the moment is that what you just saw, I'm poisoned. So if he gets close to me by 1 million damage, a little bit over that, he's going to win because poison does 1 million. But hopefully, since the paralysis skipped, I can get through mitigating a lot of damage. But usually people just put a buffer near the end there. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get through all this. I haven't really tested this new setup right now. This whole Warrior of Light is a new setup for me right now. I think my other setup might have been just a little bit better, but he's got to pop more than that. So he didn't move his buff metal to the 3rd slot, which I was predicting. Usually that's what people do. If not, people put it to the 4th slot just to make sure. And yeah, I think I won this one. So this round, not too bad. Even though his Keyblade said he had an average of 212, which is huge, I still ended up beating him because of the poison and paralysis. So that's what I'm going to do for the next couple of rounds. I'm going to kind of keep doing this until I go deeper and deeper. And sometimes I will actually move my Keyblade setup around or leave it just the way it is. So even though I lost round 2, I took a chance of getting out of round 2 and maybe losing at round 3, but I'm trying to see if I can make my 3rd Keyblade better. So I'm practicing a couple rounds here and there. So now we're playing 641. Usually I'll go for my last attack. I'll leave it just like this because, like I said, first round they'll attack me, SNO goes off, I beat them first round, then second round I'll go first, and this is why I keep this like this. I could obviously move this, but while I'm attacking, if I do get paralyzed, I'll miss out on this, and I don't want to miss that poison. So that's why Kyrie and Xion are not on the 3rd slot, because I need that poison. I could just put that over there for some damage and just have that copy, but I want to see if I can get some cheap wins in there. I might completely destroy this Keyblade altogether and just put pure general attack down for 2 turn metals while I'm attacking, and put him near the end over here with the metal that has sleep as well, just to make sure I get rid of the opponent's Esuna, so this turn he can paralyze them. That's just going by using the whole paralysis, sleep, and poison technique. I can obviously make 3 Keyblades that are raw damage, but it's always better to make people skip metals. Always better. So that is my PvP for now, guys. That's what I pulled. That's what I'm going for. Rankings right now. Points, you get 2 bronze tickets. They still haven't fixed it. They still haven't put silver or gold tickets there. And obviously, only top 3,000 will be getting that gold ticket. At least top 5,000 and top 7,500 and top 10,000, 1,500 are getting a chance at a silver ticket, which is nice to see, or 2 silver tickets. But again, tier 4s are going to be outdated pretty fast. So if you're aiming for tier 4s only, hopefully you get better at that. Hopefully you get tier 5, 6s, 7, and 8s from your silver tickets. But it's a very low chance, and like you saw in this video, I said I got all tier 3s in my silver ticket. All tier 3s in a single silver ticket. I got nothing from my silver ticket. So my hopes for this PvP is right here, guys. I want 2 gold tickets. I want to make top 500. Even though I made 7th place something, it still gave me a tier 7 and 1 more tier 8. So I just got to get lucky with either of these. If I hit this one over here, I don't care if I get 1 of each. As long as I get a tier 7 or tier 8 out of that, I'm luckier than some of these guys up here who might not get a tier 7 or 8, even though they have 2 tickets more than me. So it all depends on RNG. Even if you make it up here, it almost means nothing because of the RNG. So that's it, guys. Let me know down below what you did for your PvP, for everyone that is competing right now. I know it's a terrible struggle, especially for free-to-play or anyone that just joined the game now who didn't play the first couple weeks of PvP. You're basically falling behind, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse unless they do something about these tickets. So hopefully they do. But for now, I'm going to keep you guys updated on everything I'm going to be doing from all these weeks forward. So we'll see how it gets, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.